Welcome to musicmoveit.com. I am Torio, and today I want to discuss 14 skills artists and bands should have. Thank you for tuning in today, everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing. I have tons of subject matter on music business tips and advice, and you can watch all my videos on my channel. Now, let's get started. The other day I was on Instagram and I was going through different stories and things like that, and someone posted a meme that said 14 skills outside of music that artists should learn. And I thought it was interesting, so I kind of want to go over it with you guys and see what you guys think. So, number one, how to manage time. And I 100% agree with that because, like I said in the past, when you're just coming up and you got to do shows, a lot of them are late night. If you're trying to juggle a job and do a show on a weekday and you're not even going on stage until midnight, you got to learn how to manage your time correctly so you can do both. Or if you're more of a popular artist now and you don't have a regular job anymore, you still got to manage your time. You want to be fresh. You want to be, a lot of artists go wrong because they don't take care of their lives properly. And one of those things is time management. You got to get enough sleep. You got to do this. You got to make sure on time for this interview and all that good stuff. So that is 100% true. I agree. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Number two, how to manage finances. And again, this is a huge, huge deal, especially when you're first coming up because you might not have a full team to help you out. Not everyone is going to have a manager, a road manager, this kind of consultant, a financial consultant, all that good stuff. Not everyone is going to have that right away. So once you start making money, you want to make sure that you are spending correctly, that you're saving correctly, and that you're paying your taxes. So managing finances, huge thing that everyone should learn, not just musicians and artists. So I agree with that one as well. Number three, how to do video editing. I agree, especially when you're on your own. Like I said before, you're not going to have a huge team right away when you're coming up and you're trying to get things done for music videos and just in general videos that you want to put online. You should have some knowledge of video editing. There's tons of software out there that's easy to use. The simplest ones are like iMovie and things like that on Mac. And even on your iPhone, you can do it. It's simple to learn. Anyone can do it. But yes, you should have some type of knowledge of video editing for sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you guys learned to do that yet? Let's go to the next one. Number four is how to pitch venues for gigs. I've spoken about this a little bit, but yeah, mainly for that, you just need to know who to talk to and you need confidence. Because if you're scared to talk to people and you only want to email or you only want to do this, sometimes you got to go face to face with these promoters and say, look, I'm looking to open for this act, or I'm looking to do some shows. I'll open for people. I'll sell tickets if I have to, things like that. If you're really hungry to do shows and get your name out there, then you need the confidence and you need to know the right people for sure. So call around. Who's doing shows at the club near you, or who's promoting shows in the club in other cities around you? Find out, call them up, see if they could get you on. Go meet them if you can even. Do what you got to do. But yes, it's important. Number five is network efficiently. And yeah, 1,000%, you got to network. You got to go out. You got to show your face. Not even at your own shows, but just to other people's shows. Go support other bands and then talk to other artists around them and opening acts and go to music events. Go to award shows. Go, show your face at anything musically that you have time for and that is worth it. And you network. Talk to people. You never know who's going to open the next door for you. And carry business cards. Number six is work Spotify playlists. Yeah, you got to know people who curate them for sure. And I did a whole video on this as well. Spotify playlists are definitely important. If you get on the right playlist, you can have a hit on your hands. Think about how many people listen to playlists. I do it myself. I want to work out. I put in the Spotify like a rock playlist or whatever. Like something to get me hyped up. And if your song is on one of them playlists, that person will hear it and hopefully they'll go to find your other music because they like that song so much. So how do you find people who do the playlist? Well, you got to look them up. Look them up online. Do a Google search of people who do playlists. Sometimes you got to pay to get on. Sometimes you don't. But believe me, a lot of people are paying to get on these playlists. It's more common than you think. Even major labels are doing this. So it just depends if you feel like it'll be beneficial to you to pay an amount to get on that playlist. So let's see what's next. Design picture content. So yeah, it's important. I mean, you got to know how to do that type of stuff. Definitely, you should be able to have some knowledge of how to work like Photoshop or Photoshop type programs that can help you, create things, create letterheads to send out. You want to look professional in everything you do. So you should have some kind of knowledge that you can create that type of content. How to press release to blogs. Yes, learn how to write a press release for sure, because there's a certain format that they go by. Look it up on Google. It's simple as doing a simple search, how to write a press release. And then you just send them. You gotta find out who owns these blogs, who's writing for them, and you just send it to them to their email. And that's as simple as that. But look it up on Google. I'm not gonna explain in this video how to do a press release. That's a future video that I may do. But if you want to know now, look it up on Google. It's simple. There is a simple format, so try to do that. Number 9 is how to set up touring. Yeah, especially when you're just coming up, you might not have a road manager, so you got to learn how to do this. Once you pitch your gig to venues and to music promoters and all that good stuff, say you got a bunch of shows coming up, you got, again, time management comes into that as well, but you got to figure out what city you're going to go to, what you need to bring, who's coming, who gets tickets, all that good stuff goes into touring. It's a lot of work. So if you don't have a road manager and you're doing it all yourself or maybe with someone else, you should have a knowledge of it. Number 10 is climb sales charts. I mean, it's not something that you're going to do automatically, but you should have knowledge of how that works as far as how Billboard counts plays and streams and downloads, what goes towards the Billboard charts, and how can you climb up those charts. I have videos that I've done in the past about this, but it's definitely something you should have some knowledge of. Number 11 is acquire remix work. So that means you put out a song and you get it going, get it maybe popular a little bit, and then someone else comes in, maybe a DJ or another producer, and they remix it. And a lot of times a remix will have somebody else on it, like it'll be the remix of the song featuring this other artist that wasn't on the original one. So you could do stuff like that. It could keep the song going, longevity of the original single. It's just a great thing to do, and it's great to work with other artists. And there'll be tons of DJs and producers who would be more than willing to jump on and do a remix of your song for you. Definitely something to get into. Number 12 is negotiate record contracts. Now, obviously, you're not a lawyer, or if you are, great. But if you don't have an entertainment lawyer, you should have some knowledge of what to look for in contracts, how to negotiate, how not to get screwed over. You should have the knowledge to, at least if you're going to sign a contract, to take it to a lawyer. So get some knowledge on that. Definitely helpful. Definitely something to know. Number 13 is send promo for support. 100% true. You should have promo materials made up for whenever you release an album or whatever, a single, whether it be full color postcards saying where you can stream it, where you can download it, that type of stuff. You want to give out at shows. You want to send it to DJs. You want to send it to whomever that can help you out in getting this stuff out there, like street teams and things like that. They can pass them out for you at different clubs, different venues. So have that promo stuff ready. It's definitely something to look into, and it's not that expensive either. And number 14 is build social media fan base. And we've been going over that forever now. You got to have that fan base, and social media is one of the ways to do it. You got to build it up. You got to have contests, get these people engaged, get your fans engaged, have them name your next song or have them name your next album, have contests. Whoever shares this post will get this, or give them a free song. That's a good way to keep your fans on social media and to gather new ones. And always, when you're at shows, say what your social media is. Say you can follow me at this and that on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Do that every show. Try to get your social media out there as much as you can, and you could build your fans, because it's a direct line to fans and potential fans. So that's a huge deal, and make sure you do that. So that's all we have for this week. I want to thank you for joining and listening. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Any of that stuff is good to know? Do you have knowledge in it? Have you read up on things to get some knowledge of some of these things? Let us know and share some knowledge in the comments, and I'd love to read them all. Also, if you want to get more knowledge, look down in the description below. There's tons of things to help you out with your music career. There's discounts on things like TuneCore, Bandzoogle, all kinds of stuff down there that you'll love. There's also ebooks you can download to get more knowledge of music business. So check that out. I appreciate you coming to join me, and I will see you next video.